Hello, this is going to be a reading for Libra. Hello, Libra. It's going to be a reading for March, still the beginning of March. Libra. Libra. Everything is happening in your 7th house this month. Your 7th house is about relationships, contracts, agreements. With Mercury retrograde and Venus in retrograde and the eclipse. I think the eclipse is going to be in... I don't know. I have to look into that. I feel like it's going to be Pisces, but I don't know. But it's about fairness, Libra. I mean, Venus wants to bring balance into these areas of your life. So it's going to be things that you didn't know about. You're going to have to go over things, contracts, partnerships, things that you didn't like in your contracts or your deals or business agreements. You're going to be able to renegotiate these things. It doesn't have to be a negative thing, but it can be divorce, for instance. It can be you realizing that people have been lying to you all your life and you having to get away from everybody. It's just really reevaluating things. And with the eclipse, it's getting shit out of there, So it's something that it's not good. It's not good, Libra. But it doesn't have to be. It's something that's not good, but Venus is bringing in the opportunity to handle it in a harmonious way. So, I mean, right now it's like your best bet kind of thing. Oh, also your followers, like on social media, you might be switching up your whole thing. Same-sex relationship. Maybe you're joining the LGBTQIA+. I think, right? Did I get it right? I mean, I'm not trying to get it wrong. I'm just saying. It's not really something I know about too much. But I think I got it right, so I'm proud of myself. And hello, you're missing something or somebody. Maybe you're eclipse. Maybe you're thinking back on a same-sex relationship. Something that just really made you feel good. Something that may have felt very natural to you. STD warning. Clingy and STD, okay? I mean, I don't think you need to be thinking about that one, Libra. Maybe you need to be thinking, maybe this is where you got an STD from, or it could be a sexually transmitted demon with this clingy. It came out with food and hunger. I think it is a sexual transmitted demon. That's better than a disease, I'm telling you. It's better when it's the spiritual thing first, because then it manifests in the physical last. So that's the last straw. And sometimes you can't get rid of those things, but a lot of times you can. You still have to just do the spiritual work, though. And it takes hell of a fucking long, And anything that has to do with sex, as far as STD goes, once you get something like that and you have to heal it, you might not be able to go back to having sex again, even still. Because you're going to always have that demon trying to get you. That's how it works. You got to master these things. And we come in and out of mastery. And that's what the the ladder is about, and the angels going up and down the ladder. We rise and we fall and go up and down. That's what we're supposed to do. And they're making us think that we're supposed to stay up high. You're not. You're supposed to be able to fall back down. But these people don't want to have to fall back down because they've done so much fucked up shit that they don't think they'll ever get back up. They might not. Shit. I mean, I feel like we are all eternal, and you will, but they got to do the work, and they got to do it at some point. So all of this is just stupid. This is just stupid. You got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Under this same-sex relationship and this food and hunger, Libra. What the fuck is this? You know, I have to share my experience when I started getting into my spiritual work, and there were a couple of different healers that I spoke with, same-sex relationships, and I have maybe had 3 and maybe 4. I've probably been with 4 women, and only 2 of them I've been with sexually. And one fucking, maybe that's what this is, one fucking took advantage of me. One was my friend, and we got drunk, and she went down on me while I was drunk. And then I didn't even remember. I was so fucked up. I didn't remember. I had to remember through hypnosis. I still didn't remember. And then the bitch tried to get me to go down on her, and I fucking fell out. I was so drunk. I fell out, knocked out. Like, spirit was like, hell no. That had me cracking up. Spirit is freaking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch raped me. She raped me. She went down on me. This was in Houston. I mean, that's what happened. So, took advantage of me while I was drunk. I didn't remember nothing until, you know, and it's crazy because now I remember. But, the spiritual shit is crazy because it's like nothing you can do about it. Fucking bitch. You gotta watch these women. But yeah, I had to clean. And I'm wondering now that I'm talking about this, Libra, if I had to clean it because she took advantage of me, raped me. Maybe that was what I had to clean. Because spirit my healer told me and he was African, so he didn't speak that well of English, you know. He spoke English, he speaks English well, but he has that heavy accent. And he told me I needed to heal that, to clean that out. Like, I'm not supposed to engage in same-sex relationships. And me, I am the type of woman that, especially when I'm with my man, honestly, I like to play around with women. Not like that, like I'm playing around with. I hope that they're playing with me too. I hope that we're playing with each other, you know. But I do like to play with women, or just for the tease sake, or just for the thrill, or just for the awe factor, you know, just for the effect. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the effect is like, oh, really, you know. And it's fun, and well, it has been in the past. I mean, you gotta live. But this is one of the things I had to clean this in my abortions, Libra. And they started taking my page. I keep talking about this. They took my page and everything, like right when this happened. And I was trying to talk about it, and they were like really like getting my posts deleted, and people weren't seeing my posts and stuff. And I was just sharing my own personal opinion, or not even opinion, because what I wanted to do was share my story. And I'm still going to share it. I'm still going to share my story. I'm going to share my journey. Honestly, I feel like what I went through was hell of her. But I feel like what I'm about to do is even colder. And it's even more, I feel like it'll be more effective for people. So I'm still going to share my journey. Motherfucker ain't stop shit. Know what I'm saying, Libra? Maybe that's how you feel. But yeah, I had to clean that up. That's crazy. Food and hunger. It's crazy that that came out, and I was looking at it because this is what it does. The same sex, I keep telling y'all, it's witchcraft. That's why if you really research witchcraft and vampirism, it all comes from homosexuality, I promise you. It's all connected. It's all connected, and the reason what it is it's not balanced. It's just not balanced. Two feminine energies together is not balanced. It's too feminine. It's really dark energy. It can create dark energy. Don't get me wrong. It could be beautiful for some people. I do not know everybody's business, you know, and everybody's balance. I know mine, and I know that I represent a people. I represent a people, period. I represent African American people, African American women. I don't even like to call us African American because I don't feel like we're African. I don't think that they like us, and I don't think that we should be trying to connect to them like that. I think they're pushing this on our people for a reason, and maybe that's why I was being hushed and silenced, Libra, because I do represent this, and I'm not supposed to do it. And I know that we're not supposed to be doing this. Not like what they making it. I mean, I feel like there's one or two people, or not one or two people, you know what I'm saying? But in the big scope of Black Americans or colored Americans, I don't know what to call us no more. We're not supposed to engage in this. It's just not good for our energy. It's because we're the water. And it's like, the water is something about it. I mean, I feel like maybe white people or ice people, because they belong in the fire and the ice and stuff like that, maybe they can indulge in that, and it's not. And it's also because they don't represent the lower chakras. They represent the higher chakras. So maybe they can indulge in these kind of things, and it's because they're opposite of us, but we are not supposed to do it. We're just not. It curses us, it messes us up, it fucks with our blood. And I always thought that maybe men on men was worse than woman on woman until I, was told you gotta clean this. But again, this is just my opinion. This is a side note of what I thought, and what I still think. But for me, and being a feminine energy that's already very potent, oh, it goes here. I know that goes here. Already very potent, I'm not supposed to be with another feminine energy. Not even in a three-way, not even if there's a man there. I'm just not supposed to. It's like this energy will come up against me. It's crazy how it works. I can't even explain it. Maybe I could show it to you and I've been trying to figure out how to explain this shit, because it's just how things are. And if you understand the water and mixing and temperance, I'm Sagittarius, and you're Libra, you are balanced. So you understand balance, right? And how if you put a black dab of ink in a cup of water, you know what I'm saying? It might not do nothing to it, but after a while, you do that, you keep doing it. It's like we're the water. I don't know how to explain it. Man. And the way that they're manipulating us to change the tides, because it's all about the weather and the air and weather manipulation, global warming, because I keep telling you they're the ice people. And the problem is just that the ice people have come down too far. Need to take their ass back to where they're supposed to be, and everybody else too. And everybody is trying to steal the legacy of the earth people, and it's in the Bible. They didn't want to bow down to Adam because he was an earth person, and he was younger than them. but he's connected to the earth, and earth is where all the rule, you need to know the rules and respect the rules of the earth. And that's what these air and water and beings don't want to do. They don't want to give obeisance to the earth, and then they end up fucking it up, and then nobody can do anything on it, you know, until it decides to surface again. And to me, that's like that box in the Hellraiser, you know, the puzzle box. Because this is what this keeps, the flood, and then all the land disappears. It's like, fuck you, I'm done. And that's the natives. That's the people that are of the land that nobody wants to respect because they're jealous, because we're connected to the land. You know, like, we're not jealous of you because you're connected to the fire. We're not jealous of you because you're connected to the water, you know? And then you got people like me that's connected to the water and the earth. And that's because my mom is so dark. And that's why I chose her. They told me not to choose her. But I wanted that water because it's the most powerful force. And as an earth person, I know that. You know? I know that it's the most powerful force. But it's also easily manipulated. But I know what the water needs. I do. It's like I'm a turtle. It's like I'm a turtle. I know how to clean the water. I know what the water needs. I know how to balance that temperance angel. It's balancing the waters. And that's the important thing. That's what we're here to do. That is what you don't understand. Is black people. But just because we're powerful don't mean that we're right. And just because we have the ability to be very powerful doesn't mean that we are. You know, it's just obviously, right? We got to start understanding our power and stop fucking offering each other up. Man, we're offering up. You're offering up your empresses. So therefore you have no harvest. Then you're offering up the son, the firstborn too. You're offering up the empress and the firstborn for the foreigner. And she's working with the undead against you. It's in the Demeter movie. I'm going to post that. The Demeter. Because that's what it's, man, that movie was deep. And everybody was like, oh, it's so stupid. It's showing the fuck was it. This shit was deep. Because, and it's racial, but it's about, that's what I'm telling you, we mixed with Greece. The Egyptians, that was Kemet. The Greeks came in. That's where the vampire comes from. It comes from Greece. The vampire comes from Greece, is Greek. And they came in and they brought Isis ass with her witch ass, because she is a vampire. Witch is a vampire, I keep telling you. And the goddess of Kemet was Ma'at, balance. Kemet, the temperance angel, is chemistry. That's where you get the name chemistry from. It's about science. Our whole nation was about science. Hey, boo-boo. It was about science and balance. Everything was about balance. It was about perfect balance. And not, you know, and then we indulge, but you always come back to center. You always come back to zero, the Fool card. You always come back to your innocence. You don't just walk in your filth. You get dirty and then you come back and you clean it up. You get dirty, you come back and you clean it up, you know, so that you stay clean. It doesn't mean that you can't indulge, but it's telling you to come back so you get clean, come back to balance, come back to center, right, Libra? We already know this. Some of us, unfortunately, we just have a knack for that, and that's by the grace of the spirits too, you know. People don't get that. But they do that to us with everything. With politics, you got the red and the blue. And, I mean, everybody is on a side. Nobody is really for a policy. They're for a team. That's crazy. It's no way that any one side of this team is doing everything right. You have to be able to say, no, I don't like that. You know, I like you, and I'm dealing with you, and I vote for you, but I don't like this. We got to change that. We don't just go for everything everybody is doing over here, or just go for everything that everybody is doing over there, and let them put us in a dichotomy Because we are not animals. We are supposed to be human beings. We are the cherry on top of creation. We're the height of creation. We're supposed to be. And they got us running from side to side like cattle. And don't get me wrong, cattle are not stupid animals either. They're definitely not. They're sentient and they're intelligent in their own way, because we all have mastery. And unfortunately for us, we are just starting to realize that the animals are masters at certain things. That the natives been trying to tell us. Everything they do is mimicking the animals, the nature, and the earth, even their languages. It mimics sounds they hear in nature, and it builds their language. So beautiful. And it's so beautiful because it's just not fake. And man, when you talk in those tones and those languages, it's like the universe, it's like the birds hear you. Everybody understands everybody. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what they've taken from us, the connection. Libra, you got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I've just been running my mouth. I always do this to you, Libra. I always do this to you. You're working. I feel like this is mastery. You're working on some kind of mastery. Somebody is not trying to let you go, though. Somebody is clingy and they got an STD. They're watching you. It's this King of Pentacles in reverse. He came out. I did your reading before I went to the gym. And I kind of rushed it. I didn't like it because I kind of rushed it. Because I was trying to hurry up and get there. You know, it was like 20 minutes. It was kind of short. But he came out, and you're the Empress. I feel like this one's better, though. I'm looking at the cards. So I do think that you are thinking about people from the past, but that's what you're supposed to do right now, Libra. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. It's about going over things from the past. Going over, again, commitments, contracts. You might be closing deals. You might be making something official, whatever. What else? This is about other people, too. Other people, how they've been, you know, contributing to your life. And we're in Aquarius. Aquarius is about, we're in the age of Aquarius now. And Aquarius is about producing. Like, is this person producing? Are they bringing to the table what they say they are, or what they're supposed to be bringing to the table? So this is about fairness, you know. Is this valuable to me? Again, Pisces energy. Is this valuable? Is this helpful? Is this, is it valuable? Is it helpful? Is it useful? People are going to have to really hold better spots in your life. They're going to have to be somebody in your life. You know what I'm saying? And not only are they going to have to be somebody, they're going to have to, they might get fired, you know, and replaced because they haven't been doing their job right. And that's just a very shallow way of saying this, because this has to do with relationships, Libra. That's, you rule that Venus, and that's your planet in retrograde. I keep telling everybody, oh, it's gonna be hard for you, oh, this is gonna be the hardest for you, and then, you know, more comes out. I forgot Venus is your freaking planet. And I was just like, dang, Virgo, you're gonna have a hard time, you know. And now I'm like, freaking Libra, because that's your weakness. But don't look at it that way. Look at it like this. It's coming to make things fair. Venus is never coming to hurt you. You might be hurt by having to leave things in the past, or finding out what people have been up to or haven't been up to, you know. But you get to clear that out, and you are going to have better people in your environment. So think of it like that. Don't think of it as you're losing people from the past, but think about you're going to be gaining even better people in the future. You know, even better relationships, more fulfilling. It's time to grow up. That's what Aquarius is about anyway. It's about growing up, and we're just, you know, we're growing up. Has to happen at some point, right? That's why I say marriage, I can't stand that shit. I don't like the thought of marriage for us, because if we're gods and we're connecting ourselves, and then so we're all under adultery, which is witchcraft, and we're not supposed to do that. There's certain things that certain people are not supposed to do, and they're forcing their magic on the people that are opposite of them. You know what I'm saying? So our magic is opposite of yours. That's what the yin and the yang is about. And it actually goes two ways, because the earth and the air are kind of opposite. So the red and the, you know, the Asian and the native is kind of opposite. They're yin and yang to a certain extent. But really, it's the blacks and the natives, and then it's the whites and the Asians that make up the yin and the yang. And we're the black and they're the white. So they're connected. And let me tell you, black people, Africans gave them access. They messed up, and then they gave them access to us. You know what I'm saying? So they sold us out after they weren't strong enough to, and then we ended up being strong enough to, well, some of us, we got a remnant. That's what that's about. And it's the native. It's their beliefs and it's their kin. And that doesn't mean you're native, because like I said, not all natives have been loyal. But that's who has the ways of life. The keys to the ways of life are the loyal Native and Indigenous Americans. Nine of Coins in the reverse with the Empress. I feel like you're thinking about a time when you lost a lot of money. She got a whole bunch of evil eyes on her dress. You could have felt like somebody was staring on you, and they could have been, you know, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, it's people from the past that you were giving to. With this Nine of Coins in the reverse, you're going over that. You're thinking about it. So maybe you're not really missing it. You're just considering it like you're supposed to. You're supposed to go over these things so that you don't. We're not supposed to ignore shit. And then we wonder why we stay in the same cycles. Spirit wants you to move forward. Wants to put you around people that are bigger and better and more positive, that aren't clingy and trying to give you STDs and shit. You know, with this evil eye right here, so I do think this was a sexually transmitted demon. Somebody's trying to give you, because with the Six of, Gemini came out in your last reading too, but not in a negative way. But this is the Lovers in the reverse. Empress, you're here with this King of Pentacles. He's supposed to be an emperor, but he's in reverse, you know. Because the King of Pentacles is the only one that really makes it to Emperor status when he's in the upright. But here he's in the reverse, so he's like way beneath you, and he's like same as the other reading. I think he dabbles in illegal things, and he's got people watching you. This could be, he might have you being spiritually monitored. Telling you something about spirit. You got all these evil eyes on her with this Nine of Coins in the reverse. Somebody is trying to keep you working, hold on to you and keep you working like a slave, like, you know, because you're the Empress and they want your abundance. This Emperor in reverse, he's a vampire. That's that twin flame shit. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's the twin flame shit I was just talking about. this not really being racial, but it is racial. You know, it's just because that's how it started. It started that way, and we have to face those things. You know, these things that we don't. It's uncomfortable, and a lot of us didn't have part in it. You know, but we are having to go over these kinds of things. You know, it's reminding me of the civil rights movement. I've been saying I don't think that any fucking protest has been real. It's crazy. I've been saying that. I've been saying that since before the freaking election, because of the truckers. The trucker protest didn't go through. That was crazy how fast they halted that. So if you think about all the other protests, they've always had this media. That's what they've been using. If all of them it's all been staged. I don't believe in the civil rights movement. I don't believe in any of this stuff no more. None of it. And I feel like we all need to get there, because we've been run by these Masons and stuff like that. And they all playing a role. They all playing us. You know, that's this King of Pentacles, the vampire, Greek. I keep telling you, these people in these sororities and stuff like this, and they all a bunch of frauds. And they know it. I mean, how can you respect somebody like this because they're under these entities? They come together under these entities, just like the fallen angels. You come together, you make the oath to do the thing, you know, and the thing is to keep everybody under you and in the dark. And that's their job. It's pathetic. But you got, I wanted to go this way. I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to go this way. You got the Nine of Swords. So yeah, you're thinking about this. This is bothering you. How you gave to these people. It needs to, Libra. It needs to bother you. You need to think about this. Because this vampire shit ain't no joke, and it's something that's going to constantly follow. You got to get mastery over it. Because look, it's holding on to you. It's going to stay holding on to you. I feel like I'm talking about Dracula. And that's what Libra Ma'at is with a pet. He's a pimp. He's the snake, the Ouroboros around the earth, right? It doesn't have a form. It's not able to manifest. So and it's obsessed with its wife, who is Ma'at. So it's crazy because he's able to take form through societies because he's a demon. And I think he's Pazuzu, Zeus. And he's being sent by his father. It's crazy. I don't know if it's Ra or what, man. But he's being sent by his father to turn on his wife. And he keeps falling for it, too. Jesus fell for it. That's why he ended up being killed. And in the last, he says, Father, why have you forsaken me? He realized in the end that his father was the one that was wrong. And his father is the one that's sending him to destroy Ma'at, his wife, the balance. They don't want the balance. And that's why I keep telling you the ISIS, the foreigner is coming down too far. That's all. Everything is supposed to have it like the seasons. There's 4 seasons, and everybody has their territory. And they're trying to take the territory of the indigenous and the native because they're connected to the earth of the harvest. And that's the story in the Bible and in the Quran. It's just told different about the rebellion. They didn't want to bow down to the earth people. The earth people were beneath them, you know, and that's the human being, that's the native. It's all there. It's crazy. It's all there. Everything is metaphorical, but you have to be able to see it but I wasn't able to see it like that until I got into Native American creation and prophecy and stuff like that. And once I saw that, I was like, whoa, this is the other side. This is the other story to the Bible. And let me tell you, just because the Bible, they're writing themselves in as the good people, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But knowing the Native American And even if you know Sumerian, it's good to know Islam and the Talmud, Judaism more. So you know it's a trip. Everybody is against these one people. Everybody. They don't have no allies. And then some of them are against each other. So it's only a remnant. That's what the Bible keeps talking about, the elect, the remnant. Because it's not everybody. And the remnant isn't all Native American. It's people that have that energy, the rules of the balance is in your heart. And that's what it says. I'm going to put it in your heart, in the end times. And it's all different races of people that just so happen to be kin. They just so happen to have these values, these things that they know aren't right. They just know they should never do, and they don't do them. And that's what makes them chosen. It's not about having power. See, the devil card is over abuse of power. We all have power, but are we going to abuse it? Or are we going to share it? Are we going to try to do good with it? Are we going to uplift other people with it? The right people. The people who have helped us. Are we giving credit where it's due? Kind of thing like that. If we're not, then, it's about truth. And in the end, truth is the only thing that's going to stand. It's the only thing that has roots. So that this Two of Cups is like love bombing. You're going over this in your head, it's bothering you, and you know that these people have been attacking you, these people from your past, been keeping you, stealing from you and energetically. And it doesn't have to be people. It could be your ex-husband or this King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like could be a husband. Now here with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, we have the Chariot. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like, yeah, with the same sex, it's like taking your energy. I feel like it's too much water, because this is fire. The masculine energy is fire. Whatever this is too much water. It's cancerous with the Chariot card. It's how it is, you guys. I'm sorry. It is hard to say this stuff because I know how many people, and then I know how many women especially, and that's why I never thought that it was wrong for women to be able to find companionship and comfort in each other, because there's no penetration or anything like that, but our emotions, this shit, it messes with us, especially Black and Native. We're not supposed to do that. And it's because we rule those lower chakras. And it's just something about it that it's just not, no. I'm sorry. It's my alarm. And like I said, I've indulged myself, but but I feel like maybe it was that rape situation, that I had to clean out. Because it didn't mention the other time that I was with a woman. And there was really no mention about that time or, And she was a Libra, too. I think Libras do that a lot because you are feminine and you represent Venus, and I think that the divine feminine energy is playful in that way, but I think that the energy is so dark now. People are so clingy and possessive. You can't even be like that with your friends, with girls anymore, because they'll fucking try to drug your ass and go down on you while you're fucked up, it's crazy. That's women. Women are worse than men. I don't think I've ever been done like that by a man. I'm pretty sure I've been drugged, but ain't nothing happened because I never left with nobody. You know, I was always protected, but because I feel like there was a couple times I was drugged. But I don't think I've ever been done like that by a man. Shit. Well, I know I haven't been done like that by a man. I know somebody put something in my drink, though, but I didn't leave with them. Oh, I remember their face, too. They was, you know, I remember them trying to pull it off. I'm telling you, it's crazy how, it's a Gemini moon, man. If you got a Gemini moon, you are the fucking beast. You are a beast. That's like starting, well, not even starting. It's like my favorite placement now by far, and I could not stand. Most people can't stand Gemini energy. Most people can't. I could not fucking stand Gemini energy. And it's crazy because I always like Geminis, but they so damn two-faced and shady. You know, and trying to always get the best of you. Like, I don't always want to be on guard. Sometimes I want to just chill out and be myself. I don't want to always be around somebody that's constantly trying to pick at every little thing because they want to outdo me so bad. Like, get the fuck out of here. And Geminis can get like that. Devious too. And when they can't win, they get devious. And I'm Sag, you know, we make shit look easy. It just doesn't mean that it is. So, I mean, I can see why people think, like, you don't deserve something or this or that, because we make shit look easy. We really do. Because we're strong. We just really are. We're fucking horse. We're a goddamn horse, okay? But you guys represent strength too, Libra. People don't be knowing that y'all like as strong as you are, because balance is strength. You know, if you're in the middle in the balance, that it's like driving a car. Not really. But I remember those Jeeps that used to turn over. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just thinking of, or like being on a, one of those things that you go over the snow and everybody being on one side. Like, that shit is not, you gotta even that shit out. I remember me and my friend did that, and she's a Libra. And she a big old bitch too. And we was both on that tram on one side of the thing. I don't know what the fuck we was thinking about. I mean, we was about to flip that shit over our two big asses. And I had to be the stunt devil that, like, all right, scoot over. That shit was scary as fuck. But yeah, that's what it's reminding me of. You got to be in that middle to be strong. Or else, that side that you putting all the pressure on, it's going to give out. It's best to keep things in the middle. I'm saying, Libra, that's what they know about. That's what Kemet. That's why my aunt was the goddess of Kemet. Because it's all about balance. As long as you stay in that middle, you good. You might live forever around this motherfucker. But we don't know that anymore. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the, like, keys to everlasting life. That's what this vampire shit is about. And I bet you we already in that shit. But we just don't know. It's something they doing to us, man. And they're not going to be able to do it too much longer. I'm telling you, it's something like that happening. And then you got the devil at the bottom of the deck. So you got the devil is it's overlooking this whole thing. Gotta stay balanced, Libra. You got this asshole watching you, I'm telling you, you got Nosferatu. You need to watch Nosferatu and Demeter. You need to watch because that's the story of my aunt. Unfortunately, that's what it is. And people don't understand that. I keep trying to tell everybody, like, that's the paradigm we're in. That's the Bible. I'm somebody that knows the Bible, and I was a diehard Christian. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. That's the vampire. That's why they don't like the water. And when you're rabid, like when you have rabies, you don't like water. This shit is crazy, y'all. I promise you. And what? You get rabies from dogs, and Pazuzu, he's connected to the rabid dog. It's the wolf. It's the werewolf. I mean, this shit is a trip. It's cool though. I like it. Demeter and Nosferatu is like my favorite movie. I don't think anybody's going to be able to outdo Nosferatu for me this year. Unless Eddie Murphy does Vampire in Brooklyn over. He's annoying. I can't believe he did that stupid Beverly Hills Cop and didn't do. That is so annoying. I'm so annoyed. You got Death in reverse. You got the Queen of Swords in reverse. You got this lying ass heifer here. Somebody's a liar. You got the Page of Pentacles. I mean, the Page of Cups. Working. Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody don't want to let you go because they are a vampire. They're getting strength and energy from you. They're fucking meditating on your shit. And I mean, it's gonna come out. It's already coming out. I already see it coming out a lot. But it's probably gonna come out within the next 6 months. Everybody's gonna be talking about vampires. I promise. Mark my words. Everybody. And we're going to understand vampirism. We're going to understand it all. It has to happen. And some people are going to decide to be vampires. That shit is not for you, okay? Don't do it. Somebody don't have another chance. They don't have a new beginning coming. The Six of Wands. Narcissist. It's this devil. That's this supposed to be emperor. Who's, I feel like, is definitely doing some kind of. I think that this is a demon they're putting on you. And it's clinging. It's on your back, Libra. And it does, like I said, that's how you got to get rid of that before it turns into something physical, a physical ailment. Ain't nothing to be afraid of. It happens all the time. All the time. And it's just about balance. Once you get back to that center, Libra, this thing can't. It's gotta. Now it's, at your beck and call, instead of you, feeling bogged down by it. Somebody is in control. Somebody's sending energy to your work. They don't want you to master this. I feel like this is ancestral. I do. I feel like it's ancestral. You do it, and that's what this vampire energy is, ancestral. And it follows beauty. It's crazy that's coming out in your reading. I feel like I've talked about this over and over again in your reading. I feel like I'm always bringing up Beauty and the Beast or something about my aunt or a pep who's a pimp. That's taken from the feminine energy. That's this patriarchy. And it's about the Moors, the blackface, and, the Netherlands and stuff. That's the ritual they're putting out. It's about the Moors that sacrificed the Empress so that they could be underneath the church, so they could have some kind of power, but they're like the bitch. They sacrificed you so they could put on the dress. That's what Kid Cudi was doing. He was, I'll put that too, in that wedding dress. He's posing as the bride, the bride of Christ. It's because that's what these Masons did. These Moors. I might post about the Black Pete. That's his name. The Moor. The black-faced Moor that works under Santa Claus, because it's a clause. This is about business and inheritance and shit. I'm telling you guys. And I just, Libra, it's about correcting contracts. And I just called it a clause. There's a clause in this. This with Santa Claus, a Satan clause. There's a clause. You got a clause. This is bloodline, Libra. There's a clause. This is giving me Mayfair witches. Watch that. Mayfair witches. That vampire. And it's because she has witchcraft in her bloodline that they have that vampire, and he picks a witch. You know, he picks one. It's a bloodline thing. That's a good ass show, Mayfair Witches. I think it's on Prime. No, it might be on Netflix for free. The first season, I saw I'm pretty sure the other seasons are good too. I might watch the second season, but you gotta pay for it. So, but the first season is free somewhere. I think it's Netflix. I think it's free on Amazon too. The first season. But that's enough to give you the gist of what I'm talking about. It's really good. And it's something you're going to need to know, I feel like. Because a lot of us, man, when they used us, I'm telling you, when the black Africans turned and gave them access, that's when the vampire got into that bloodline. That's when it happened. And then the natives did it too. Don't get me wrong. But that's what that movie, Blood Quantum. It's a Native American movie. Oh, you got a lot of shit. I'm not going to post all this. I might post it all. Just in case somebody's interested. But Blood Quantum was really good. It was low budget. But it tells you, like, what happened. It's showing you what happened. It's a trip. And it's very, to me, it's like very direct. It's just like the Demeter. It's just like the Demeter because it's about race. It is about race. It's not anymore because, like the Bible says, the tares, the wheat, and it doesn't mean some of the vampires aren't going to make it either, because the wheat and the tares are going to grow up together. And it's just like in I don't know, some of these energies are going to master their impulse to feed, basically. It's all hunger. Wow. Food and hunger. In Nosferatu, he says, I'm an appetite. You know, I am a hunger. I'm a desire. I forgot exactly what word he used, but basically that's what it means. That's what this is about. And there's just some people that are so fucking greedy that they go and do these rituals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not fulfilled and they want to steal and take. That's Baal. That's Baal. That's that god Baal. And I think it's like 7 main vampires. Might be less, maybe a little more. But then there's other ones. And then there's like skinwalkers. It's the people that are possessed by these beings that are in our family and they look like people. But they'll turn on you in a minute. As soon as that entity says go, they turn into, what they are. And you'll be able to see in their countenance, because they all have the same mannerisms. They all have it's the same spirit running them. This STD. It's draining you, though. And you are this is generational. You're going to break a generational curse. A witch. a liar. You had a liar in your family. This witch right here. And you're going to bring back the innocence with this Page of Pentacles. Cups. You might even have a child. Maybe you don't have a lot of boys in your family. A lot of healthy boys. Maybe you're going to birth the first healthy boy of the family in millennia. Oh, no, shit. That's what this is all about. Ushering in these higher... that's why we getting on black women about hexing each other. These energies want to be manifested as ascended masters. Y'all motherfuckers ain't helping them ascend to shit. They ain't ascending nowhere, and you aren't either. Hexing each other and shit. We're supposed to be getting our land back and at war, spiritual war with these people, and you hexing each other and keeping the empresses down, sacrificing the empress so we don't have no inheritance, and then sacrificing the firstborn. Like, you're playing into the shit for what you can get right now. And this is just one life. And in the next life, in your next Super Mario life, when you get to the next level, you're going to be, you're not going to have any tools. And then you're going to be trying to steal again. It's just like a never-ending thing. You got to stop. You got to stop at some point. And I'm not talking to Libra. I am talking to the collective Libras, because balance is so important. Balance is everything. It's everything. Literally, it's how you stay strong. It's how you stay powerful. It's how you stay sane. It's how you stay, that straight and narrow. Doesn't mean you have to stay on that path, but you need to keep it, and you need to be able to see it. Don't go so far that you can't see the path no more. Or if you go so far you can't see the path, know how far you are from the path. And okay, if I just go back right, I can at least see it still. You don't want to get so far over in the red or so far over in the blue that you can't even see the road anymore. That's crazy, because that's meant that, and then it's hard to get back. You got to wish fulfillment, though, with the Nine of Cups, because you're an Empress. That's that bar, that's the Jinn spirit. And you're in control. These people are going to get caught doing this. There's spiritual attacks and stuff like this. Knight of Swords. You come in and you are ready to fight, Libra. I feel like once you realize all this, that's why they want you to. You might take somebody to court or something, because that's what you represent. You might be getting your shit back, or maybe maybe they want you to look over this because there's some kind of proof somewhere of something. And you can take a motherfucker to court. You love to take a motherfucker to court. Love it. Just gives you joy. You guys are so freaking cute to me. Oh, bossy asses. I like that, though. Sag, I like that. I like strength. Four of Swords in reverse. I want to play some more. I'm sorry, but this is long. I love you. I love you to pieces, Libra. Hi, baby. Shnu Shnu says, I love you to pieces too, Libra. That's Shnu Shnu. He's so little. He's the littlest one. And he got the most balls. He's flying right up to me like, hello, I see it. Oh, he's so funny. Shnu Shnu. abandonment and manipulation. You're going to be realizing all of that. That's why Spirit's got you in this energy. Maybe you're having a little drink. Got your booty out with your sexy ass. With your sexy ass, Libra. Got your booty out in your little red cup. What you got in that red cup? Looking over the city, just thinking. Look, entity attachment. Absolutely what I've been talking about. And this from these people from your past. Lovers, people that you shared relationships with. This is ancestral. That's why they want you to look into this, because it's about this Wheel of Fortune. And Empress is definitely ancestral. You got the devil right here. So, and it's about lovers and courting, and I think it's about vampirism. So look into that. You might not want to. It's symbolic, but it's not. It's also very literal. So more literal than, but it's about to be very, the dream state, the dream world is about to be so much more prominent than it's been because of Aquarius, you know, and Pisces. We're leaving Pisces, which rules that's part of the chart, and everything is coming out. Pathway. And Jezebel. Jezebel is a wife, a queen, but she does black magic. She leads her congregation the wrong way. So this is somebody who doesn't care. They just want what they want, and they'll use and lie to whoever they have to get them to do what they want. And this is somebody who consciously does this. Page of Pentacles energy could be a tarot reader, or somebody that makes money studying. They make money studying, you know, and they're moving forward. This is a Cancer. Not the Cancer sign. It is a Cancer sign, but it's a Cancer. This woman is a Cancer. She's a sickness. She's spreading her sickness, her STD. She's spreading it to her followers. Again, this has something to do with people you trusted, people you might be following online. Could be a tarot reader. Could be just a self-help coach. Or, I mean, you're going to find out about a lot of false prophets. It's the rise of the false prophet, but it's also the takedown of the false prophet. It's all in the astrology right now. We got the family here and faith. So yeah, I feel like this is generational. I feel like somebody was a witch and got with a vampire, and now this vampire wants you, and you got to be the one to master this energy. And you can't get rid of it, you know, but you can master it, and it's something that you got to do for the rest of your life. Thoughts. I'm definitely thinking about this, and hello, this clingy and this STD. I mean, honestly, they say that it's a benefit, it's a gift and a curse to have this vampire energy on you, because this is a fierce protector, you know, but you gotta find out the stipulations of the curse, and you gotta master it. I don't know what the stipulations of your bloodline thing is, but there's, you know, you got the courthouse here in thoughts. Yeah, you're thinking about taking somebody else to court. I feel like you're going to get some proof about something. Some proof that's going to stand up in court, you know. Earth angel, look at that. And actual money. I love it. I love it, Libra. And that's what you are. That's why I kept talking about my aunt and the temperance angel and everything. And that's not even here. But you're balanced. So you're definitely an earth angel. And you did well. I think that you have come here to break a generation of divine feminine. Libra. You are just, yes, you are doing the Gemini thing. You're wrecking shit, Libra. I love it. I love it. I feel all tingly and happy and feminine and beautiful, as I always do in your energy. Love your energy. That's what I got, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Peace.